Hey guys, today we're going to write some linear equations, and we're going to write them in slope-intercept form, so that's y equals mx plus b. So for number one, we're given the slope and the y-intercept, so that's y equals the slope, 12 over negative 19, and it doesn't really matter if the negative's in the numerator, denominator, or in the front, times x, so that's your mx, plus b, and the b is negative 17. So in number two, you've got a slope of negative 4. The y-intercept is 0. I can write plus 0, but I really don't need to. So that is my equation. Okay, next, no slope, which really means a slope of 0, and passes through this point. We're going to write this first in what is called point-slope form. And that's y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. So there is my x1, y1. So y minus y1 equals m, no slope, 0, times x minus x1, which is 4. 0 times anything is 0. So this side right now is just equal to 0. So y equals 2. We've got a horizontal line, y equals 2. Okay, here we've got a slope of 5 and a point of 2, 4. So there's my x1 and y1. Y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. So here I can distribute the 5. 5x minus 10. And then move that 4 over. Y equals 5x, and then I've got negative 10 plus 4, which is negative 6. Okay, a vertical line. So vertical line with an x-intercept of negative 6. So that would be right about there. When you've got a vertical line, it's just an x equals. That's the equation, because all along this line, no matter what the y value is, the x value is always negative 6. Okay, so now I've got an x-intercept of 7 and a y-intercept of 3. If I saw that on a graph, it would look like that. The slope is negative because it's going to be falling from left to right. And it's falling 3 and it's running 7. So rise over run is negative 3 over 7. Okay, and the y-intercept is the b. So I've got m and I've got b. Y equals negative 3/7 x plus 3. Slope and y-intercept. Okay, number 7, I've got it passing through 2 points. I need to find the slope. So m is 8 minus 14, y minus y, over 5 minus 3. So that's negative 6 over 2. So my slope is negative 3. And I can choose either one of these 2 points for x1 and y1. I'll use this one just because 5 and 8 look nicer to me than 3 and 14. It really does not matter. So y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. I'll distribute that negative 3. Y minus 8 equals negative 3x plus 15. And now I'll move over that 8. Y equals negative 3x plus 23. Okay, again, I need to find the slope. Y minus y over x minus x. 10 minus negative 2 over 1 minus 4 is 12 over negative 3. So my slope is negative 4. So I'll use these as my x1 and y1. So y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. Distribute the 4. Negative 4x plus 4. And add that 10. Y equals negative 4x plus 14. Okay, once again we need to find the slope. 8 minus 4, y minus y, over x minus x, 4 minus 1 is 4/3. So the slope this time is 4/3. So let's use 1, 4 as my x1, y1. So I have y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. So we'll distribute that 4/3. Remember, it does not matter if I use point C or D as my x1, y1. They will simplify the same. 4/3 x minus 4/3. So I need to add this 4 to the other side. And I'm going to take a couple steps to do that, just to show you how this works. 4/3 x minus 4/3 plus 4. Now I need a common denominator here, so times 3 on top and bottom. Y equals 4/3 x minus 4/3 plus 12/3. So we've got y equals 4/3 x, and then negative 4 plus 12 is 8, so plus 8/3. And last, we start with the slope again. Y minus y over x minus x is negative 3 over negative 5. So the slope is 3/5. I'll use this as my x1, y1. So y minus 7 equals 3/5 times x minus 1. Distribute. So 3/5 x minus 3/5, and I need to add that 7. Okay, let's just get a common denominator right on this step this time. So 3/5 x minus 3/5, and I need to multiply the top and bottom. I'm moving it over so it's plus, but I need to multiply the top and bottom both by 5, so it's going to be 35/5. So my 7 is the same as 35/5. And I should have an x right there. So y equals 3/5 x, and then negative 3/5 plus 35/5 is 32/5.